The night of power. The night of horror. It was the 27th night of Ramadan, and the city of Fez was bathed in a serene and spiritual atmosphere. The streets were empty, save for the occasional passerby hurrying to perform their terawih prayers. In a small, ancient house in the heart of the Medina, the Benkirain family had gathered to spend the night of power together. The family had always made it a point to spend this blessed night in prayer and reflection, seeking forgiveness and guidance from Allah. As they sat in the dimly lit living room, surrounded by the soft glow of candles and the sweet scent of incense, they began to feel a strange, unsettling presence. At first, they dismissed it as mere imagination, but as the night wore on, the feeling grew stronger. It started with small, seemingly insignificant things. A door creaking open by itself, a faint whispering in the wind, a shadowy figure darting across the room. But as the hours passed, the occurrences grew more frequent and more intense. The family tried to focus on their prayers, but they couldn't shake off the feeling that they were being watched. They began to feel a creeping sense of dread, as if something was lurking in the shadows, waiting to pounce. And then, just as they were about to perform their final prayer, the lights flickered and died. The room was plunged into darkness, and the family was left alone with their fears. As they huddled together, trying to find comfort in each other's presence, they heard a faint whispering in their ears. It was a soft, raspy voice, speaking in a language they couldn't understand. But as they listened, they began to make out the words. La ilaha illallah, the voice whispered. There is no God but Allah. The family froze, unsure of what to do. They knew that they were in the presence of something supernatural, something that was beyond their understanding. And then, just as suddenly as it had started, the whispering stopped. The lights flickered back to life, and the room was bathed in a warm, golden glow. The family breathed a collective sigh of relief, grateful that the ordeal was over. But as they looked around the room, they realized that something was off. The furniture was slightly rearranged, and the air was thick with the scent of incense. But it was the look on each other's faces that told them that something was terribly wrong. They knew that they had been in the presence of something evil, something that had been awakened by their prayers. And they knew that they would never forget the terror they experienced on that night of power.